Hi, I'm Paul Mitchell, leadership coach and founder of the Human Enterprise. Lately, I've been absolutely fascinated and intrigued by the work of a man called Dr. Ishak Adizes from the Adizes Institute. It's some of the best material, best ideas, best concepts on organisational transformation I've really come across in the last 40 years. And one of the things he talks about is what really is the role of the leader, or the role of the manager, is his words. He says, well, the key role of the manager is to manage change. Because if it was just static, we really wouldn't need as much management. So you have a change, and that change, of course, brings a problem of some sort. So you solve that problem, and as you know, every time you solve a problem, often other problems appear somewhere else. So the key thing is this whole idea of managing or managing change by solving problems with solutions. And there's two aspects of that. One aspect is actually making the decision about what you're going to do, and the other aspect, the vital aspect, is implementing that decision. So if you look at what happens, we often use the same style in terms of making the decision and doing the implementation. And what Adizes says is you really need to look at that very, very carefully. His concept is that when you are making the decision, you don't make it as a dictator. For example, a unilateral decision, here's what we're doing. You can say, here's what we're doing, but if you're in a democracy, you're going to get a real lot of problems with people actually implementing that. On the other hand, if you just let people do whatever they want to on the implementation side, you're going to get a real lot of problems there too. So what's the answer? Well, the answer is, when making the decision, of course, do it collaboratively. You need as many minds and as many sort of viewpoints as you can, up to a point, or at least those minds and those viewpoints represented. And yeah, sure, there has to be a time frame on it. But in other words, when making the decision, make it democratic, make it a democracy, actually do it in a collaborative way. You'll get the buy-in and you'll get better ideas. But then, and here's the rub, once again, what people then do is they say, well, away you go and do it. Never going to work. How many times have you heard no one's accountable, we're not following through around here, things aren't getting done, people aren't keeping their promises? Why? Because we still have democracy, if you like, when it comes to implementation. What Dr. Adizes says is, when it comes to implementation, you've almost got to be like a dictator and absolutely make sure that's happening. So when you combine the two, and I love the word he's made up, he calls it a democracyship, which is a combination of democracy and dictatorship. So I'm asking you, when you're making decisions, how good are you at the upfront bit? Are you gauging enough ideas? Are you gathering enough information from people and making it a collaborative process in the decision making? And then are you very sure, let's have a look at together how we're going to do it. But once you've made that decision, are you almost like Attila the Hun in terms of following through and making sure decisions are implemented? How much of a democracyship do you have in your business or your team? I'm Paul Mitchell. Find the passion, develop the skills, make the numbers, and make a difference.